Hey YouTube, yeah, bit of word of warning on this vlog. It, kind of came out bad. I had a, bit of a problem with my game recorder, got pissed off at it, decided to look in some alternatives and, well, they sucked worse. They recorded the video, but I couldn't bring it into, Adobe at all. And I didn't want to give this one up. I gave up the coffee one a long time ago because that one was my mistake. But this one is, I'm not going to bash the software. Loyalo's okay, the one that I've been using, but this one just sucked. So what you're going to see here is my audio is in real time. The game's audio isn't, as you'll notice. But I didn't want to just put up a video of me talking like this, that it would suck. I wasn't going to be able to record any video over it, so we'll go ahead and, without any further delay, go ahead and go into that, and this is an experiment. We'll see what happens in the future. Okay, bye. Bye. Hey YouTube, I know, you're like looking at a game and this says it's a vlog. Yes, I know. That just doesn't make sense. Well, the reason why I'm doing it this way is I didn't feel like the camera. I actually recorded about a half an hour of Broken Age. I got through Shay, the boys' storyline, and then I went back to the recording, and it was only audio. You would be basically hearing all of the audio and just a pretest of, like, yeah. So I took a walk around, and I thought about it, and I'm like, I hinted at this in the last vlog, that I wanted to mention something, and I never got to it, and it's basically a kind of a thought experiment, if I can give you all guys this. Alright, what are we looking at here right now? We're looking at free realms, which has been around for frickin' ever. I actually don't even know when it started. I do know, however, sadly, that on March 31st, this is all going away. I'd also love this all to go away, but you can't have everything. Free Realms is or will be, past tense, a free-to-play game by Sony Online Entertainment. It's not a bad setup. You know, you've got all these weird jobs. I'm an adventurer right now. I'm going to purposely go into somewhere where I can die. I don't know how well I'm going to do. A lot of just stupid crap that's gone into this game. That's probably the farthest I've ever gotten doing that. But yeah, this, here we come up with the thought experiment. I'm gonna actually get over to the Sanctuary, which is kind of a main hub. I'll admit, this game has seen better years. But as we're, loading this up, I want to ask you, when something closes, a game world ends, and this is going to sound weird, but what happens to the world? You can have people that get into a game and get into its lore and get into what's happening within it, and when a game ends, what kind of happens to that? All of it. all the thoughts, all of the characters, NPCs, or PCs for that matter, that are in it, what happens to them? I'm surprised you don't even die doing that. I've actually played so long that this didn't be here. These trampolines. It's kind of a fun thing to do. In recent years, I haven't even played this. I think my only real honest claim to fame, personally, is... No, I don't want to go there. How do I get to my backpack? Oh, there, it's right there. This Elite Explorer, I found a bunch of hidden coins and in the sanctuary area, which is where we are now, and this was a reward. So Gabriel here, which was... God, that was... Started this character, I think, in 2007? No, 2009. And that was a random name. Like, you had a slot machine you could use, because they were, keeping a hold of, because this is a kid-friendly one. But this game right here, all of its world, all of the fairies and humans, they both exist here. I think, one of the shopkeepers over here, one talking, is a fairy. You can be one too. All these things they've added to it, lore-wise, and, storylines, and anything like that. Or anything that, has been mentally created in players, like, these two here. They're gonna drag race? That'd be awesome. That's not even in the game, but, someone could make it up. Ah, no, they're not. Oh well. But no, all of the lore, all of, this, in about a month and a half, is going to shut its doors. So, thinking about that, I go back to two of the games three, that I've witnessed a closing on, to an extent. From least impact to most impact. Star Wars Galaxies. I played, admittedly, after the new game enhancements, which, from what I've read, I missed out a lot. I know I AFK grinded 2 characters on 2 different servers to max level, which was 90, as entertainers. Basically because you could set up a script in-game. Oh, this is stupid. In-game, to sit there and do dances for no one, but still gain experience. Yeah, if that doesn't sound stupid, I don't know what is. I took one of those characters... excuse me. I took one of those characters and immediately turned it into a crafter, an engineer, structural engineer. Bumped me down to level 5. I still only took 2 weeks to sit there and get back up to max 90. Admittedly, they kind of rebalanced it after that because they found Gungan heads that would be Gungans, the Jar Jar's race. Yeah, they were in the game. As much as I hate Jar Jar. Gunga heads were giving too much experience. So there's that, but at the same time, most of the setup was absolutely ridiculously easy, and I don't care how much you like the Star Wars universe. it just really was a sad game. So when that one went under because, SWTOR came out, the Old Republic, I wasn't crying too much. I mean, there were people who practically felt like they spent lifetimes in there. They have lost all that. So, it didn't affect me nearly as much as they did, obviously. Next up from that was probably Earth and Beyond. That was a 2002... Oh god, I gotta run away. Frickin' disco here. Run, Jeff, run. Earth and Beyond was a 2002 Westwood Studios, more famous for Command & Conquer release. And you notice I'm just wandering aimlessly now. It's kind of what you do as an adventurer. So, Earth and Beyond, space-based. I apologize for the music, I'm having to walk back over here. Space-based, oh god, it's even worse, it's several of these. Goddess, forgive me, that's not even glitchcore, that's evil. It's an attempt at chiptunes. I guess I won't miss that. Anyways, space-based combat, and was really the first MMO that I got into. Sadly, because EA was controlled, use the right word here, by EA at the time, it turned into a pile of suck real quick. There were a lot of things that were unfinished in the game. And as much charm as there was, and, as much as I can sit there and, big, strong, wow, Tadao, which was one of the corporations in the game, it left a lot to be desired. I think I, in fact, left it for a while, and then when they announced the sunset, I came back. I don't think I was there for the server shutdown, though. I think I stopped before then. There was a lot of... I still have mixed feelings about EA since then. Because I think the game could have been so much more, but didn't because, stifling corporate bullshit. And of course I say this as a... someone who runs a studio. I can't actually say that. There's many reasons for a game not to work, and, one of them is if you're going to push out a product that sucks. Because you want to make money off of it. Yeah, let's go with Briarwood. I don't think I've walked this far in the game in forever. Oh, do you actually have to combat past this? This is probably the reason why I don't walk anymore. I've been with the game so long that, one, I've forgotten how it looked when it started. And mind you, given ages, God, 2009. What day? Yeah, so this would have been, oh god, that would have been just before I turned 30. Huh. Interesting. I don't even know how this game, played back then, because they changed so much. They, added a huge number of jobs. A lot of them originally were member only. Like you had to pay. Like these ones, I think, the ones with the little symbols here. But used to, you couldn't do what I'm about to do, which is just look at the map and, jump over to Black Spore. And I've left this game multiple times just to, go play new things. It's kind of a creepy, Halloweenish, more swampy than that. But anyways, so Earth and Beyond, I missed my Terran Trader. I did try with that one. Someone has an emulator project up. It didn't strike me, honestly. But anyways, the third one. This is the one that cut deep, and it happened a little over a year ago. I was actually up the night late because I couldn't sleep. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Oh, interesting. Okay. See, I'm still finding collection items. Apparently. I don't want to take a quest. I really don't. Still finding stuff in this place. Yeah, I was up the night that it happened. All of a sudden, everyone that played Glitch got an email. Yeah, we're gonna close in a month. I have yet, in any game that I've played, and I've been around when, the announcements just came about its closure. I mean, even now, look at here. There's not a player here. We saw more players when we were back over in Sanctuary than anywhere else in this game right now. That's the only place they are. So I don't blame SOE for stopping this game. It just racks up number 4 of, games I've played to the end. Don't want to fight you, don't want to fight you. But this is going up to a combat spot. Interesting. So Glitch. What was Glitch? Well, the best question you need to ask is, what was Glitch to me? Because Glitch to any of the other people might not be the same thing. It was this kooky little Flash-based social MMO, and I had my little Glitchin, that's, the proper name for your character in there, named David Hasselgoth. Yes, goth, as gothic architecture or gothic music. And that was a play on, I think I had classmate that was playing Disgaea 4, and he had a little moth character named David Hasselmoth, and that became a thing. I'm gonna go to Snow Hill for a while. The problem that Glitch ran into was kind of a profitability one. They had bet on the wrong horse, in a way. And grab some snowballs for the hell of it. Yeah. Oh. Well, you're an NPC. That's why you suck. I may go back to Sanctuary if I can with these. Oh, see? Is that a player? No, it's not. I think over the holidays, which is when I reinstalled this, I'd come over here and they were having events, and it was the most I'd seen of people playing the game in, God, I don't know how many years. Of course, now in retrospect, that seems like kind of Sony's last-ditch effort to see if they could keep this thing profitable and, keep it for people to play. And yeah, so that's that's where we stand on this game. But on Glitch, God, it hurt. I just had some family things go on. Mother had been ill, but had gotten better. Thank the goddess. But I was still dealing with just some depression or something. Because I know that semester sucked. And so to hear something that I was deeply into, deeply loving, and there really wasn't any lore of the game other than, it was the dream of the giants. There were 11 giants in the game that kind of created the world. And it's just a link to the, kind of encyclopedia, which is a shrine that they've left for Glitch. Oh, I know where I was going with that. So, betting on the wrong horse. You notice how I described it? I said it was a Flash-based MMO. Yeah, there's a slight problem with what happened in the 2 years after that started up. And that was, people started going towards tablets and phones and, started playing games there. And even though it really could have been an easily mobile MMO, the development time required to take it out of that, and it probably would have gone to HTML5. And to keep it profitable, Stuart Butterfield, who was actually the creator of Flickr, believe it or not, who headed this, basically made the hard decision. And even in interviews now, there were some over the holidays, he really still sounds incredibly sad that he couldn't save it. And you can tell how much I did care about that one as compared to the others, that I think I even have the screenshot of the exact moment when the Glitch Lullaby, it started out in beta. Someone wrote a lullaby kind of specific to Glitch, and someone else, some lady, I'm forgetting names obviously, turned around and recorded it. And I'm sitting there teary-eyed, because I'm already going through, some levels of stress. I think I was having to redo a class, or finish off a class. One of the teachers managed to knock some sense in me, and we worked out a deal which perfectly fine within the school, to be able to sit there and finish off the class. And I think I got an A and B in those two classes. But this time I was freaking just stressed out of my brain, and so it was a really sorrowful moment of, I'd taken the probably preceding week and a half and tried to map as many streets as I could, go through them and things like that. I don't even know why I'm collecting this. I don't know, for shits and giggles. Not like I'm going to do anything with the snowberries. I'm not going to cook anything. There's no point. And that kind of shows you the difference. I was still, collecting my resources probably first couple weeks after the announcement, or maybe the first week, and then everyone oh, even better, I can say everyone started, throwing out all their stuff, putting it on the street. People were picking it up, having, playing around with it. There were these little toys called Cubimalls that kind of a Pokemon thing, and they were collectible, and people were just dropping hordes of them on the street. I have no idea where I'm even running with this right now, like in game. But that mirrored what happened the night of the announcement. Everyone who was up started logging into the game, and we would all go to Stuart Butterfield, his account, or his, home in the game, and sat there, and everyone was leaving gifts and offerings of whatever the hell they had in their inventories. They were bringing a lot of, at the time, when you think about it, a lot of expensive stuff. Some of the jewels in the game, ores, massive amounts of meat, something I always sat there and, collected a huge amount of and sold on the auction house. We were all dumping it. Kind of as an offering of no, please take this. Anyway, it wouldn't have changed it. So, I guess kind of where I went is, I asked about it in that game. And I kind of want to ask about it here. There's some lore. There's, from, Snow Hill to Wing Chun, or Wuga-chan, not Wing Chun. Everybody's not Wing Chun-ing tonight. To Seaside, to Maryvale. There's all kinds of stories in here. Both what the game creators made, and then what the users made for themselves. And kind of in an existential way, where does it go? That ultimately is what I'm asking. I'm going to jump over, clear across the map to Hellville. I've already been here. What the hell are you giving me Explorer for? Sorry, Briarheart complete. Yeah, I was about to say, what the hell? Fucking 4 years later, I'm still getting these things. Oh, God. And that's the reason why, I have 9 in there. And speaking of video, I'm actually trying a new software, ZDSoft. We'll see how that goes. Because right now I'm a bit pissed at Loilo for basically eating my video. So it was a real good video for Broken Age. So yeah, there's your question. When you end a game, like an MMO, or hell, any kind of PC game, when you turn it off, or when it completely goes away, like this one is, or you cannot find it anymore, where does it go? It was in the mind of somebody, and there's that old adage, you're not truly dead until you're forgotten. And so if I don't forget this... Oh, God. Oh, yeah, okay. This is the second place everyone picks up at, and I always forget why. There's actually something here. That is a huge amount of players. And you see, they've done a lot more with their own accounts, because I'm rather plain. I've got a jacket, some pants, some shoes, and then the backpack. I've got a parachute, but it's one-time use. So I never used it after I got it. And, I've got all the other jobs, but, I've always been one of the explorers in this game, and I just, that's what I did. So, with all this lagginess and the fact that we're nearly at half hour, I want to know what you think. I mean, what do you think about when a game closes? What happens to the world that the game is? I guess is what ultimately I'm talking about. Go ahead and let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, go ahead and click like. And if you want to keep on seeing me babble about these things, or, I'll fix up something with, Broken Age and get back into recording Rogue's Legacy. And I've got other games. I've got Bastion, and I've got Brutal Legend. I really, really need to sit down and play Brutal Legend. I also had Rias from the Steam sale. I've got a lot more. I just, have to sit down and record them. So again, if you want to see all of that, go ahead and subscribe. But as for that, this is Jefe, and I'll see you later. Bye.